There's a story, and a story kind of, you want a story to be shaped like a fat guy.
I just made a fucking sissy hypno tie-in.
Raw, unfiltered comments.
You know what I mean?
I'm valid when I tell people to go eat my fucking ass crack on some shit, dude. You've never heard me overcorrecting with, and I quote, eat my fucking asshole when I scream it at people. Never heard someone say this bitch says it when it's not necessary, huh? It's only been, oh yeah, we have a link tree, and it's the only link tree on all of Twitch that doesn't have an OnlyFans in it. So you get to give me approval, and I get to feel good about this. Thank you. Okay, I'm in it for Billy. This is the man we're here for. Hold on. Let me make sure I have a timestampy wampy. Lol. Okay, cool beans. So, this man got defamed, and the person who defamed him occulted the narrative and happens to be a larger creator, and levied that and threats of being a sore loser to defend him. Billy was accused of making a man kill himself, and he wanted that addressed. Carl had then gone on to lay a narrative that contradicts this and said it was because he did X and Y, and it's a long string of ever mutating event. But the crux of it is, like, no, Apollo Legend at least didn't have to have a cash settlement with Billy, and Carl perpetuated a narrative that was dependent on both that and a curation of content. Carl then makes it homonym by bringing up reference of Billy saying shit like he wouldn't feel bad if other dude bit the bucket, which, okay, that's not kind, but it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, it's not kind, don't do it yourself. Like, that's how we'll change the world, just don't do it your fucking self. Maybe someone will see the fucking light through your fucking eyes, and then it'll just stop. Good enough. GG. Alright, dope, let's go.
In June, I publish part 1 of my statement. What's up, everyone? In June, I published...
The fucking audio cleanup is so fast and abrupt. That's kind of solid, but the first, like, little half a second could have gone without.
What's up, everyone? In June, I publish part 1 of my statement.
Because, like, he's probably imported it, like, legit at a cut and then did any filtering afterwards. So that's why it comes in hard, because it doesn't have buffer time to, like, pick up on shit before it starts. And it possibly, with whatever he uses, doesn't extrapolate backwards. So that makes sense. Personally, I'd make a little filter for it, and then I'd, like, tune it over the whole project and apply it over the whole project. If it were something like that, you also can just use fucking clear.
On the judgment in my lawsuit against Carl Jobs. I originally planned to create only one video, but then I decided on a second video, and I decided to wait for Mr. Jobs to publish his response before creating part 2. However, over the past 2 months, no response arrived, and I feel that I've waited long enough. In addition, I started to believe that Mr. Jobs' response is irrelevant.
I have a bit of popcorn stuck to my tooth. I'm gonna lean over and do the do. You can laugh at me.
Due to what we will discuss in this video, and I don't even expect to respond to whatever he does post in his response. I'll most likely let this video be the final statement by me. But preliminary...
You know what? That's how you deal with lolcows. And Carl is being kind of a fucking lolcow. He just keeps doing shit for attention and engagement on a sinking ship that he's now put in the fucking, you know, he's now put his wife at risk because of shit he's said. So that's wild. That's bananas. That's fucked up.
One thing that I still have
fun, Helldiven.
Not gotten over is the fact that Carl Jobs levied all of those red joystick allegations, created all of those videos on the subject, claimed that it was the absolute smoking gun, and ultimately didn't even attempt to use it in court or submit it in any proceedings.
Well, that's because it wasn't about Donkey Kong. He framed that he was in multiple lawsuits, or yes, he did frame he was in multiple lawsuits. And we knew there was a Twin Galaxies one, and to his ardent fans and supporters, they might have caught on that he was talking about a separate one. Now, he did delineate that there were 2 separate ones, but the way he would engage it, it's reasonable to believe that anyone, myself included, might just, like, cast it off with, like, oh, it's packaged around Donkey Kong. So, you know, that's wild. It's wild, man. It's fucking wild. I got used as a fucking flying monkey. Do you know what that fucking shit is? Holy fuck, hold on. I got you. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna learn some shit from fucking silly old fucking goober bitch over the fuck here. Hold the fuck on. I got you. It's gonna, okay. Here's the thing. We're not trying to say anybody has NPD, and secondly, NPD is actually a fucking trauma thing. It's a response to like some fucked up trauma. So folks that actually have it and actually deal with it are generally going to be the most base, well-rounded motherfuckers you're going to fucking meet, because they're on their shit and trying to work on themselves, right? What you don't want is motherfuckers that say there's nothing wrong with them. And the first thing that you're going to find is, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is up with Carl? Nothing if you ask him. He's just doing the do. He's in the fucking, he's doing the chill thing. Anywho's, so a flying monkey is like, you know, hold on. This is just nomenclature. It's not, like, don't take it as like a facty thing. Just take it as a cool way to describe something that might happen, you know? All right, cool. They side with like, so a flying monkey is someone that sides with the aggressor. Instead of narcissist, let's look at it someone who's doing Darvo. Like legit bro is doing Darvo, dude. Like I'm not even fucking kidding. Like the amount of times people are trained to look for Darvo in relationships, it's like weird. But let's be honest, when you want to see Darvo like no other, go look at a bunch of fucking creators on the internet and go fucking watch YouTubers squabble. You'll see it like gangbusters there. A bunch of grown-ass men Darvoing each other. They don't want to fuck each other. They're just gonna Darvo each other. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. Like Vo Blacks is in that mix too, so maybe they do want to fuck each other. But anywho's, as we fucking were, the perpetrator denies harm or abuse even took place. Carl be doing that shit. When confronted with evidence, the perpetrator attacks the person that may have harmed them, and they're still shaming their ass. Happens with that man, time and time again. Oh, I need to make it bigger. Holy fuck. There. And then finally, they'll claim that they were the victim of the situation. Like, that's... Why is this in this mode? Go to dark mode, you fucking goof. Whatever. Fuck it, flashbang. Eat fucking Bandai Namco ass. So, the point being, it's a way to, like, frame something in a way around others to where you can, like, coerce other people in a group into believing that they are doing the right thing or ingratiate them with yourself in such a way that they now start to fly off on the wall with you. And it's easy to do, so you shouldn't fucking do it. It's, like, really accessible. But a lot of really accessible shit is genuinely quite fucked up to do to people, right? Like, it's stuff that works, it's reliable, but you know, murdering people to get rid of them is really, it works, but you shouldn't do it. Like, it's easier than, like, getting along with someone you don't like. But there's a reason you ought not to do that. You know? It's like, the fucking principle of the matter, my guy. Like, you don't murder people. That's it. There's nothing else to it. And other things, like levying these tactics, like, they're valid tactics. They don't happen in NPD people only. They're a thing that happens amidst the population of humans, like, ubiquitously. And some of us, if not most of us, are going to briefly defer to it at a point in our life in some capacity. And it's better to understand it, articulate it, and root it out of yourself. And help others get themselves the fuck out of it, you know? That would be nice, right? That would be very, very fucking nice. All right, dopeness.
As a result, I've decided to promote and disseminate this photo with my signature and the code word Carl Lofst for just $20. This isn't about the money. This is about raising awareness of this photo to as many people as possible. To prove it, I'm offering 15% off this photo and all other products at rickysauce.com.
Shout out to rickysauce.com. This man basically got to live my test kitchen dream, and that's kind of fucking solid. So, I don't know. If you want hot sauce, I haven't tried it yet. If you want to fucking go for this shit, I can give you the timestamp of it. That's easy. There you go. There you go.
With the discount code Carl Lofst at checkout. Don't miss it.
Would I put some?
To begin.
Would I put some in my fucking hummus and dip some fucking flatbread in that shit and smear it on my tongue like a fucking ice cream cone? Yeah, probably. I'd stir it all up in there. Have a good old time. It's like soft serve. Go fuck yourself.
Although millions of people viewed the judgment online, I don't feel that many people actually read the over 100 pages of judgment itself and the discussion of Mr. Jobs' behavior and tendencies therein, specifically how the court viewed Mr. Jobs' character and his credibility.
We watched it fucking live. That shit was dope. Okay, when I say dope, it wasn't dope. But anywho's, we were one of the many folks who got to see the live stream of the case.
Or
The judge was scathing. It was see, this is why this is a weird face to pause him on. Never piss off a judge. They slam a gavel down, and your life is ruined. You can never leave the bars. There's no, like, appeal to morality or fucking social fucking justice. There's just, they said this, and now you're gonna go through it. So, a judge ordered Carl to pay Billy, what is it, $250,000, I believe? It's a lot of fucking money. It's probably more, I forgot. The judge clearly discerned that Carl had been remarkably unkind, remarkably fucking rude, outright vitriolic and violent. And Billy was just chilling, doing Billy shit. Like, when Billy talks shit, like, I don't like when we defer to only talking shit, but if anybody, you're gonna talk about listening to dudes, well, this one maybe has been, like, actually, like, I think society got levied to abuse this man in a fucked up way. And I feel like a part of that, like a portion of that machine, you know? It's not like I feel, like, horrible over it. I feel, like, fucking gross, but it's life, it happens, you realize it, and you grow, and you move on, so.
Lack of credibility.
It's life, bro.
That's what I want to discuss here today.
Gotta breathe.
One of the court's observations was Mr. Jobs' absolute refusal to admit anything that opposed his desired narrative on the subject. Here's what the judge said. A little about Mr. Jobs. I have briefly described Mr. Jobs and his activities in the introduction. Mr. Jobs could not be described as a shrinking violet, nor having any concept of tact or diplomacy, both in his YouTube videos that were
Are your socks wet because you're sweaty?
played in the court, and in giving his evidence, he was self-confident, forthright in expressing his views, and he struck me as very hard to dissuade from a view, whether an opinion or as to the existence of a fact, once he had formed it. These character traits are clear in his videos. On occasion, when he has been interviewed by other online producers, and in his demeanor and evidence in the witness box. Mr. Jobs also has a self-aggrandizing and perhaps self-protective tendency.
That's a lot of folks. That's, in a more formal sense, we'd call that an ego. Most people fly off the handle when you call it that, and they presume it's some malady, but it's a thing that you're all supposed to have as a sense of self. Like, if I start to think that I'm being a rude, vitriolic shithole and I need to work on myself, my sense of self ought to be fucking challenged, right? Like, I shouldn't just keep going. That's what Carl did, brother. Like, I shouldn't do that. I should literally, like, OODA loop this shit in the most aggressive way. Is this motherfucking thing. It's when you, like, look at the emergent situations or environment, look at environmental changes, right? You're an observer. And this is how machines get trained. We are state machines in an abstract, so our viri, so our computers eat a dick on it. So anywho's. Every action should genuinely be fucking based on something you observe in your environment as a way to justify if it's actually fucking relevant, right? So in this one, it's like, you could look at it through the abstraction of a person, right? So your past experiences do information, things that are passed down amidst your relatives and loved ones, things that might be, like, intrinsically, like, set to fire. So I'm prone to panic disorder. So I might literally pass out, right? Like, I could be trying to drive, which is one of the reasons I don't. And I could just, like, pass the fuck out and lose consciousness. You know, like, adverse situation happen that doesn't impact others and only impacts me. And I know that one transcends it. It's just, like, it scares me so much that I just don't. Like, do I know that I keep the acumen up in case of an emergency? Yeah. But, like, in case of emergency, I don't, like, I really wouldn't do that to people on the daily. That sounds scary. Anywho's. So your decisions are supposed to be based upon stuff like this. And analysis as well, and synthesis, damn right. So you're supposed to be able to observe the world around you. It goes through a filter that you need to be able to understand why it works the way it works. And you make a decision, and that decision then influences how you observe the environment around you. So it's now important to, once you make a decision, look if it's still relevant. Because you could decide to do something yesterday, and today the shit around you could have changed so severely that that might seem like a good idea, but it's fucking horrible. Right? Like there's a difference between a firefighter going during a fire and like drowning something in water, and there's a difference between the same firefighter drowning a child because they felt like it that day. Right? Like you can baptize people, but I don't think you should drown them either. So it's like you need to observe the world around you and make sure the context of what you're doing is appropriate to your shit. And then you take an action and you now watch how that action influences shit. And at every moment you'll be making a decision tree, you'll be making a fucking hypothesis of what might happen and basing your observations, that is an observation rather, then you'll do something and you'll be watching it. And this is like kind of how we all interact at like, you know, a fundamental, like how we present ourselves in the world of fucking level, fucking chemically, and even the little viri and bacterium inside of us, little microbiomes are discrete too. Like all that shit kind of does the same thing. We all kind of do. It's just kind of chilling. It's how we are. It's like being a living thing. It's a state machine thing, bro. It's a state machine thing for the fucking thriving ones that aren't dead yet. Anywho's, it's dope. And so it'll be seen, like it includes continuous collection of feedback and observations. This enables this enables like commitment, which is important an important element of agility. This is in contrast to the plan, do, check, act cycle, which requires only early contentment. So, in use in law and business, So, it's become an important concept in litigation, business, law enforcement, management, education, military strategy, cybersecurity, cyber warfare, according to Boyd, decision making. Occurs as an iterative cycle of observe, orient, decide, and act, right? Like legit though it does. And if you just do this daily and throughout your life, it's a lot more easy.
Not to admit error and not to back down
you're right.
once he has taken a stance. This trait was clear from a number of things arising during the evidence. I have already mentioned one, his response to Apollo Legends' announcement of settlement with Mr. Mitchell. Don't worry guys, I will never back down. He also demonstrated
He'll be a sore fucking winner.
That trait in his video about Mr. Mitchell, continually calling him a cheat and asserting that his legal proceedings against others and against Mr. Jobs in this proceeding were frivolous, bullying, and bound to be lost by Mr. Mitchell. Here's two examples of baffling testimony by Mr. Jobs under oath at trial that exhibited the behavior discussed here. Firstly,
hey, don't forget, Carl is also, Mr. Jobs is also trying, Mr. Jobs is also, hey, don't forget, he's also trying to now make his wife responsible for the business, which would follow her, even if they fucking separate. Even if she wants to get the fuck away from this fucking goober of a man. He's trying to put her in a fiduciarily responsible position in the company to be the CEO and HR person. And so he may fucking avoid some degree of culpability the best he can to his understanding of what he might want to do that. So that's fucking weird. And just here to say, like, I think you're supposed to like love and honor your spouse and not do shitty things. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I am a fucking unmarried, like I have no children. I'm not married. I don't know. I could be fucking wrong. But I would also like to think that maybe I'm not wrong in this one. And this is just called basic human fucking decency.
His so-called retraction video that he buried at the end of his Dark Souls video. Mr. Jobs said that I never attempted to contact him to correct.
The only reason that my ass watched it is because it was Dark Souls. Like, I legitimately was just watching Dark Souls videos. So, like, for what it's worth, I know that's an outlier thing. I can accept that. I do that sometimes, bro. It happens. But I did become aware of it because I like Dark Souls. I like adverse situations to temper my brain in. It's fun. I like it.
The allegations at issue in the lawsuit. However, not only did I in fact contact Mr. Jobs, I contacted him through 3 different methods. 1, I sent a trustworthy third party to contact him. 2, I published a response video. And 3, my lawyers sent him a concerns notice. Under oath in the witness box, Mr. Jobs defended his claim that I never attempted to contact him by saying that he didn't consider any of those 3 acts as an attempt to contact him. Here is some of the exchange between Mr. Jobs and my barrister during his cross-examination on the subject. Please pause this and...
Yes, sir. I got you, buddy. Mr. Sommers. Mr. Sommers, now you said he didn't get in contact with you to clear up any misinformation you had. In quotes. Haven't we heard earlier that he had a third party contact you to try to clear up this information? Yes, a third party. Right. Okay then. And what was the and that was on Mr. Mitchell's instigation. I'm bad at words. Keemstar. Yeah, Keem is out there actually saving the world, trying to keep people from going to court. Which you think is against his fucking goals, but for some reason, bro be doing it. Like, if they go to court, he can cover all their fucking gory shit in public, and it's not a fucking problem. But instead, homie's out there trying to fucking stop the fucking shit. That's kind of cute. Bro, that's kind of cute. It's like, bro's growing, he's turning into an old fucking man. You know, at least at heart. Like, sensitive society's gone old man mode, that man's gone old man mode. It's cute, bro. It's adorable. It's like watching people just become old men in front of your eyes. It's cute. I don't know, man. I like it. Alright, so did Billy had asked a paw, ellipses, I guess termination. The Keemstar had said to you, they censored some of Keemstar's names, maybe? I don't know. I said Keemstar said Billy was upset, and I apologize, I don't remember. I may have, but I don't remember him saying that to Billy, that said that Keemstar should call me. Yeah, that's a reasonable way to approach this, is say you don't remember. This is editorialism me here. But like, genuinely, if you're gonna do anything that might involve being less than genuine with the court, you might want to defer to what all the fucking representatives do. And that is the classic, I do not recall it this time. It's a classic. I wouldn't do it myself, and I would recommend not being an asshole. But, I mean, it is a tried and true banger. If Mr. Clinton did it, he would not have problems right now. And little tangent, I'm still kind of banking on it. I feel like Mr. Trump's new headway in how people are going to deal with impeachment might allow Mr. Clinton to try to run again. And I just kind of think it would be good for content if Mr. Clinton were like, you know, in the Oval Office, like, having his cock sucked yet again, and then he just professes to like get slinging fucking just shooting ropes in the fucking Oval Office, you know, like it's gonna be gross, but it'll be good for content. It wouldn't be good for society necessarily. It might be, it might not be, we don't know, but it would be good for content. Just have him like in the Oval Office like playing saxophone while he gets a fucking blowjob on national television. It would be disgusting, bro. But you know we'd all have to fucking react to it. That part would be fucking sick. The reaction part would be fucking fun, because I'd get to like censor it first and cover it on stream, and that would be like some shit to do. Just imagine having to like censor bar, like just have the censor bar just move automatically to follow a man's like member. Maybe it'll think it's a nose and take care of it. Maybe it'll fuck it up. But I'd have to like frame by frame that shit so I don't get banned. That would be hard as fuck, man. Oh well, whatever. So point fucking balls being, bro has start to help. Mr. Mitchell, he showed an extract of it, contending what you have to say wasn't it true. Yes. You also, Mr. like Carl contradicted himself, and he's admitting that he's contradicted himself. He said he doesn't remember, but then he's like brought to attesting that no, he does remember, and he did contradict himself. Now, you could say that this might be his, like, understanding now, and through only introspection did he get there. But, like, I can see why this is a place you want to lay him up for, as a person who wishes to get this fucking buttoned up and fucking done with. And you said Mr. Mitchell's concerns notice. You also had Mr. Mitchell's concerns notice, didn't you? Yes, I did, said him. Isn't that him, in a way, getting in contact with you to clear up any misinformation you had? I didn't consider that, Mr. Mitchell contacting me. I consider ellipses.
Read the transcript.
I did.
As many of you see, Mr. Jobs even testified that my lawyer sending him a letter on my behalf did not constitute contacting him. Here's how the court ultimately viewed that testimony. Fourthly, in that video, he said something that was wrong, about which I considered his evidence to be disingenuous, and that leads me to have reservations about his credibility on occasion. He said, nor did Mr. Mitchell attempt to get in contact with me to clear up any misinformation I may have had. Mr. Summers put to him that he had seen Mr. Mitchell's response, he had spoken with Keemstar, and he had received a concerns notice. Mr. Mitchell was attempting to get in contact with him through Keemstar and through his lawyers and telling him he was wrong. His answers were that Keemstar was a third party, and he did not consider that a letter from Mr. Mitchell's lawyers was Mr. Mitchell getting in contact with him. He contended that he made that statement in his video. He was referring to Mr. Mitchell himself to contact him. Relevantly, the following exchanges took place between him and Mr. Summers.
Oh, that whole part that I paused and read was a nice preamble. Okay. I mean, it does cover the context of why this is relevant.
Another example, Mr. Jobs testified.
Okay, I like that. That is well constructed, Billy. We like it here. We like to see that. What's this button gonna do?
Under oath that he endeavored to generate as much attention as possible to the
I like that his suit's kind of black and washed outy.
so-called retraction by burying it in the last 2
we're
minutes
keeping it.
of a 28-minute Dark Souls video. Press pause, please. I'd like.
In this case, it's the case, isn't it, Mr. Jobs, that you didn't want this video to be known by people as the one in which you made a retraction about something that you'd said about Mr. Mitchell. Isn't that the case? Is that the case, rather? No, that is not the case, says Carl.
I'd like you to read it.
Says Mr. Jobs. Jobst.
Yes, he actually said that. Before I read the court's comments on this, let me remind everyone, he didn't mention me in the title of the video. He didn't show me in the thumbnail of the video. He didn't mention me in the description of the video. He didn't mention me in the pinned comment of the video.
Hi,
Is this the one?
I'm
God damn it, it's not the one I'm looking for.
going to approach this weekend. But the thing is, I couldn't. Something was stopping me. Now, this wasn't because I didn't know what to do either. I had spent years and literally thousands of hours studying dating advice. I knew what to say and how to say it. But that didn't help me when it actually came to doing the things that I knew how to do. If I was out at a club and I saw an attractive woman I wanted to approach.
I found the one I'm looking for. Howdy, how are you?
Hey guys, it's Kyle here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a simple and easy approach you can do if you're looking to overcome your fear of approaching women.
It goes so hard at the start, and then it just gets like, he tells you how to pick up people. He tells you how to like shoot your shot, but he doesn't tell you how to like close the deal or some shit. So little bro just has you like running back and forth, like knowing how to take rejection, but never tells you how to actually engage people. It's fucking bananas.
Hey guys, I don't mean to bother you. I just want to say I think you are really, really cute. Really, really cute.
Oh, thank
Hey guys, don't want to bother you. Just want to say I think you are really, really cute. Sorry, I don't want to bother you. Just want to say you are really, really sexy.
Sorry?
See, teaching people to teaching people to just say you're really, really cute is different than you're really, really sexy by leagues. Also, I think his wife is recording this because, like, why the fuck are people letting a person with a camera at upskirt level record them? Like, it's legitimately the camera's held at upskirt level. It's weird. Because, like, they'll be walking, the person will be sitting, and it's still, like, an upshot, but it's, like, not, like, up the fucking skirt or dress or something. So, I don't know, man. I feel like his wife's recording this, and people are letting their guard down extra because of that. I'm not just speculating there. I don't fucking know. But, like, I get that fucking vibe the whole fucking time. Like, I just sit there watching it, like... His wife seems so loving.
Hey, excuse me guys. Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to say I think you are really, really cute. Have a good night. It's all right. Hey guys. Don't mean to bother you. Just want to say that I think she's really, really cute. That's all right. Have a good night. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt whatever you're doing there. I just wanted to say you are really, really cute.
See, at first it's like charming, you can't be mad at it. But then he does the unthinkable. He tells the bros shitty advice.
Okay guys, so let's recap. Step number 1, go in with a buffer. Step number 2, give her a compliment. Step number 3, observe how she responds. And step number 4, get out of there and leave. Pretty simple. Good luck guys. Let me know if you have any...
Yeah, ask people what their hobbies are. Like, personally, when people want to shoot their shot, I'm usually gonna ask what their Steam is if they have a Steam account. If they like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna ask about their Steam games. I'm gonna see what they like to play in Video Game Landia. I think that's important. You know, that seems like very important. I can't help it. It's really important. It's super important. It's great. It's like the biggest thing in the world. It's like, what games do you play, bro? Oh, cool. If dude plays some good games. Heck, like when a gal tries to roll up on me in my DMs too, I'm gonna ask what their fucking Steam is. If they don't have a fucking Steam, we got problems.
Any questions or comments, let me know how.
Right? I don't know. I'm not saying it's like tried and true dating advice, but like, bro, at least there's a fucking interest that's shared. And then like also just finding out what people's fucking hobbies are. Like I fucking bond over hobbies like a motherfucker. I don't know, man. I think that shit works way better. Just like be ready to befriend motherfuckers and just like unabashedly go in looking for a homie to play something with or talk about some shit you love with. And then like whatever happens, bro.
Video.
Like you might just meet some random dude that you don't want to fuck that likes all the same shit you like that also is like fucking feeling heartbroke. Or you might meet some gal that thinks that you're a fucking goofer. You never fucking know. Just like run up on motherfuckers and ask what their hobby is.
He allowed the video to fade to black before the relevant segment. In addition, one fact that my lawyer and I missed was that
Lords of Cinder. Oh.
he also chaptered after every part of the video except the so-called retraction segment. Here's what resulted from that testimony. I found his evidence to the effect that he did not deliberately hide retraction within an irrelevant video about another topic not credible. I would also like to remind everyone that despite scathing public criticism on this specific subject, along with criticism he received from the judge,
like the ardent people that are like weird about it, whatever. But like the folks that just stood by Billy without being fucking weird about it and like unkind to motherfuckers. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's really fucking dope.
Failed to address it in his I Lost video. Instead, he just repeated the same narrative and moved on to the next subject. Another example, despite a ruling from a court of law that effectively everyone agreed with, he says that his allegations merely discussed a series of events without any cause and effect implications.
If you read my words carefully, I simply laid out a sequence of events that happened one after another. I said there was a lawsuit, Apollo settled, he was in debt, though I was incorrect about the cause of the debt, he needed extra work, and he had ongoing health issues. Then I said this was all too much of a burden, and he ultimately took his own life. I deliberately used words like and but to connect these events. I didn't use words like because or as a result of. I was also very careful to mention Apollo's pre-existing health issues as a major factor. When I said this was all too much, I was clearly referring to multiple things together. The debt, the extra work, and his health issues, all simply as existing, not as causative factors. I never stated that Mitchell's lawsuit caused or could have caused Apollo's death. Any connection someone might draw between the lawsuit and Apollo's passing goes beyond what I actually said.
You can just like talk about it though. Like you can like, bro, it's okay to like tell your channel when you think you've done something inappropriate and just like tell them that you're trying to write it. Dude.
I was extremely careful, though obviously not careful enough, not to make
fucking goober.
That claim, because I know the difference between describing a sequence of events and assigning blame for a tragedy.
Another example, November 3rd, 2023. Mr. Jobs swore under oath in my lawsuit against Twin Galaxies that he was an investigative journalist. Then, 4 weeks later, on December 14th, 2023, he tweets this.
That he likes big butts and he cannot lie. I mean, if you're gonna criticize his tweets, I wish that this man brought up all the time that he fetishizes East Asian women in inappropriate and disgusting ways. But you know, you don't always get what you want. I don't get instant gratification. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. All I'm gonna say is, bro is fucking like, Carl is like LARPing as a motherfucker who gives a fuck some days, bro. It's weird.
These are all examples of the lengths that Mr. Jobs will go to in order to not concede any fact that opposes his desired narrative. He will warp semantics and documentary evidence to fit whatever he wants his audience to believe. He doesn't care about the truth. He only cares about the wrecking of people's lives to generate money. and clout for himself,
Sure, we
and
can
to
laugh at this.
satisfy his malicious personal vendettas. In addition, I would like to respond one additional part of Mr. Jobs' I Lost video. In his I Lost video, Mr. Jobs claims that he offered to retract the allegations, but that I said I would sue anyway. That's not true, and the documents shown by him in that video do not support what he said. Let's play the clip, and I'll discuss.
After I removed the claim from my video,
I mean, I'm just glad I can fall on my fucking sword and accept that I got fucking weaponized against a man just by being a fucking observer that didn't get more critical and took someone else's narrative to occult me of someone's fucking bullshit. Like, at this moment in time, I feel so glad that I am so keen to do that. That I am just like, I'm tickled fucking pink, brother. Speaking of tickled pink, I got a BRB.
responded to Billy's lawyers advising them that the segment was removed and that I would be issuing a retraction. Billy said this was not sufficient, and in the response from Billy's lawyer, they stated that proceedings were necessary.
What Mr. Jobs said and showed in these two scenarios are two different things that he misrepresented to mislead the audience. In the first screenshot, Mr. Jobs shows a portion of his response to my cease and desist letter, which said that he planned to issue a retraction. In the second screenshot, he shows a portion of my response letter to his response, in which I say that since he would not offer to make amends, proceedings would be necessary. Under Australian law, a retraction and an offer to make amends are two different things. An offer to make amends is effectively a settlement offer. A retraction is often, but may not always be, one part of an offer to make amends, along with anything else that the parties agree upon. What Mr. Jobs did here was take two different things, selectively frame the information to pass them off as the same, and bank on his audience never being the wiser, all to paint his desired narrative. What's more, Mr. Jobs deliberately cut the first screenshot in his lost video to admit the part of his own lawyer's letter that my letter was actually responding to. He was well aware of the difference between these two things. Please pause the video and read it. Bottom line, I told Mr. Jobs that I would proceed with a lawsuit unless he settled the case, but he chose to proceed to litigation. With all of that said, I expect this video to be my last time discussing Mr. Jobs. As you can see, if I spent all my time, if I responded to every claim that Mr. Jobs makes, every semantic tailored argument, every selectively cropped screenshot, every convenient omission, I would be doing videos forever. This is never going to end. That's because Mr. Jobs doesn't care about the truth. He cares about
public perception that he can preserve, or that he can present, rather?
Controlling the public narrative to suit his personal vendettas. That is all why I don't care for whatever he says in his upcoming videos. At this point, if someone believes what he says and believes what he shows, there's nothing I can do to help that person. Nothing. That person can just go crash out on his Discord with him. That's everything for today. Please remember to buy your own red joystick photo at rickysauce.com.
Like, it sounds fun.
15% off
not
with the
doing it.
discount code Carl Lobst. And I'll see you again.
You all
flavor
have
profile's nice.
Lol, are we in the watch later still? Later.
If you're applying for entry-level positions at McDonald's and you're not a teenager that's getting their first job to have some spending money, then chances are you're in a bit of a rough